Afternoon. I'm up in London right now. I'm over in Canary Wharf. I'm here scouting out. The weather's holding out at the moment, but it's windy, so apologies if there's wind. But I'm scouting out a couple of locations. We're going to be doing a photo shoot here in a couple of hours, and I'm up here scouting out a couple of locations for the photo shoot to kind of get an idea of the shots I want to get before we start doing it, and just make sure they're the right sort of locations, really. So what I'm doing is I thought I'd take you through how I find locations like this and how I find my street photography locations. So let's jump in. Okay, so there's 3 different ways that I find location street photography. We're going to go for each one, but method number 1 is just finding them by walking out. Now, location number 1 is one of them. You can probably see it behind me already. This is a place called 1 Canada Square. I found this ages ago. I got a couple of shots here, but never actually really got anything with the location. So this was just wandering around. I was wandering around Canary Wharf one day, and I just came across this location, and it's just sick. They've actually done it up a bit now. I put a photo of what it used to look like, but they've actually put these coverings all over the windows and made it a lot more colourful. But that's it behind me there, and I'm going to actually some B-roll in a second so you can actually see what this looks like. Method number 1 of finding street photography locations, just wander around and have a look. Okay, so sometimes your spots aren't going to work out. Location number 2 is over there. You probably can't see it now. I shoved some photos up on the screen. It's this spiral car park in Canary Wharf. And it used to be really popular a few years ago. I used to see photos of people doing this, like getting in this car park a lot. And I just got in there. They probably got tight on security. There's security guards wandering around, and I went in there. The moment I walked in, I think you might have probably saw the fact that I had the camera in my hand, wondering what I'm doing. Asked them if there's any way we can go in and take some photos, and there's absolutely no go. We're not having it at all. And I wandered around the edge of it, and there's no way. Well, you can probably go in for the car engines, but you're probably going to get kicked out pretty quickly. So that was a no-go. The way I found location number 2 was through Instagram. So that's my second method of finding locations, is through Instagram and social media. Have a look on there. It's whenever you see a post that you're like, oh, where is that? A lot of time people will tag the location. Someone had actually tagged this a post of that car park in Canary Wharf, so I then googled Canary Wharf spiral car park, and that's how I ended up finding out where this location was. It just looks like I'm a bit too late to use it, so I'm now looking for backup locations around Canary Wharf for this photo shoot. Luckily, I think we've got I mean, this looks a bit odd, but we're doing an urban-y photo shoot, and this actually looks like it could be quite good. So back to method number 1. Just wander around, have a look and see what you can find. Okay, so watching this next clip back, the wind was massively blowing out. So I'm just going to explain to you what I was talking about here. Found the bottom of this tower block just by walking around, and it was absolutely perfect for what we were looking for. It was really good. It was an urban feel. So we actually came back and used this location later on in the day for the photo shoot. But I was just basically saying here that this is method number 1 back in play. Just wander around, have a look and see what you can find. You can find some amazing street photography locations. I'm generally kind of bummed. This is the location of number 2, Spiral Car Park. I was looking forward to shooting it. I was first spotted it years ago. Never got a chance to go in and get some photos. Kind of gutted. Oh well. Moving on. Heading back down towards Canary Wharf now, trying to find a couple more photos, trying to find a couple more photo locations. So, also, tip number 3, which is not what I've done for this shoot yet, I'm about to jump on and do it now, is Google Maps. Literally, just try to skip on it. Hop on Google Maps and start looking, hop on Google Maps, go onto the satellite mode, start looking around the area that you're planning on shooting in, and see if you can find any interesting landmarks or any interesting areas. Good thing about Google Maps as well is you can, especially on iPhones, I don't know if you can do it on Android, I assume so, you can make it 3D, so you can actually get in, use the street view as well, use the 3D map, use all the tools you've got, and find some cool locations for you to do photo shoots in. That will suit what you're looking for. So I'm going to jump on Google Maps now, have a look and see if I can find anything else around this area, and probably go meet the guys and get this photo shoot done. Okay, so again, another little location found. Just wandering back towards Canary Wharf, and I found this little spot, which should be pretty good. I'm going to keep this in my back pocket more as a backup location. It ain't great, but ooh, saying that, some low angle shots. This could work as well. This could work as well. So just get walking. You know what? I might just scrap this original video idea. The best way to find street photography locations: just wander and have a look. Plus 2 other methods: Instagram and Google Maps. But this is the best way, in my opinion. Just wander around and see what you can find.